Biggest Badasses in History, Part 3. Back in the 12th century Japan, there once lived an absolute giant of a man named Saito Musahibo Benkei. He was known for not only being big and incredibly strong, but he was also apparently hideously ugly. Think of him like the Mountain from Game of Thrones had a baby with the Incredible Hulk. Something else surprising about Benkei was that he was a Buddhist monk, but we're not talking about just your typical peace-loving Buddhist. Benkei was what's called a Sohei, a battle-hardened warrior monk who racked up a whopping 999 duels without suffering a single defeat. The Sohei had it in for the samurai class, and Benkei in particular had a reputation for wandering around and picking fights with people. This generally worked out pretty well for him. That is until he tried for duel number 1000. Some versions of the story say that Benkei met his match when he attempted to cross a bridge that was protected by a samurai feudal lord named Minamoto no Yoshitsune. Benkei was shocked after the much smaller man opened up a major can of whoop-ass on him, disarming him and beating him within an inch of his life. Other versions of the story say that the men fought 2 duels, both of which Benkei lost. Either way, right at the end, Minamoto spared Benkei's life, which meant that Benkei suddenly owed Minamoto a major life debt. From there, Benkei went on to serve Minamoto, battling alongside him through a massive war that swept across Japan. Minamoto's clan managed to defeat a number of rival clans with Benkei's formidable assistance. Things were going pretty well for Minamoto and his clan, until one day, the man's brother decided to seize power for himself by declaring his brother a traitor and an outlaw. Minamoto's brother led a siege on the once powerful warlord's castle. As Minamoto's forces fell, he knew the end was near, so he decided to do the honorable thing, and rather than allow himself to be captured, he chose to commit seppuku, or ritual disembowelment. One by one, all of Minamoto's guards fell to the invaders, all except one, Benkei. Minamoto gave one final order to his best wingman: give him time to take his own life honorably. As Minamoto retreated into his inner sanctum, Benkei stood guard on the bridge in front of the main gate. According to the legend, more than 300 trained soldiers tried to get past Benkei, but Benkei wouldn't allow anyone to pass. After losing dozens of warriors to Benkei's blades, the remaining soldiers were forced to retreat. They decided the only way to take him down was with a barrage of arrows from a distance. Through it all, Benkei remained standing, even after he drew his last breath. Benkei's last stand is considered one of the most epic final battles in Japanese history, and Saito Benkei remains known as one of the